taking shots of the heat. Now I can feel it in my teeth.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome
I feel
to
the
this
lyrics start to
episode of
seep.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are
Out my veins like I bleed.
Take it
That bass on the beat for a minute when I spit these words to the beat. No limit, I don't make no sense. I don't need no gimmick. I'ma say what I think, be real.
We may be surrounded, but God is on our side, and we will not surrender. No, we will never die. You can mock our God all that you want, but one day you will bow. So wake your sleeping giant. We've got the stones that'll bring us. Battle lines are drawn, and the war has just begun. But we don't sweat the outcome, 'cause we've already won. You come at us with swords and spears, but that won't be enough. So run your mouth, ready your men, 'cause the Lord's gonna call your bluff. We may be surrounded, but God is on our side, and we will not surrender. No, we will never die. You can mock our God all that you want, but one day you will bow. So wake your sleeping giants. We've got the stones that'll bring them down. You can try to knock us down. You can try to take us out. But when the fight's been concluded, yeah, there will be no doubt. Our God's already won the war. Yeah, this fight's already through. So run your mouth, ready your men, 'cause your end is coming soon. We may be surrounded, but God is on our side, and we will not surrender. No, we will never die. You can mock our God all that you want, but one day you will bow. So wake your sleeping giants. We've got the stones that'll bring them. We see you shaking when you hear us shout. You should be scared, 'cause our God's gonna take you out. Fire in our eyes and praises from our mouths. So say your prayers, 'cause your end is starting now. We may be surrounded, but God is on our side, and we will not surrender. No, we will never die. You can mock our God all that you want, but one day you will bow. So wake your sleeping giants as we stand united. We may be surrounded, but God is.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome into this episode, ladies and gentlemen. We got two more episodes before we get to our pay-per-view for February, ladies and gentlemen. Last Sunday of February will be our show, ladies and gentlemen, on February 22nd, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, what a pay-per-view we had last week, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, hopefully you catch that on our YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. But, ladies and gentlemen, we're kicking off the show with a big matchup here, ladies and gentlemen. I haven't seen this matchup in forever, ladies and gentlemen. You guys are wondering who it is. It is a World Class Wrestling Champion going against Chris Douglas. And starting on Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen, top 10 wrestlers for men and women in that division will be facing each other and find out who the top 5 will be facing Brandon Alpha or our World Class Wrestling Women's Champion for their titles at our pay-per-view and the lockdown matchup, ladies and gentlemen. But, ladies and gentlemen, that's the arena for this first matchup here, ladies and gentlemen. And coming to the ring, ladies and gentlemen, he's known as Chris Douglas. And coming to the ring, ladies and gentlemen, he's our world-class wrestling champion. He is Brennenom. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, both men are ready to go in this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a classic matchup here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen. I'm getting breaking news here, ladies and gentlemen. Aiden Storm just brutally attacked David Mike in the back, ladies and gentlemen. Don't know why, ladies and gentlemen, but we get back to the match here, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, what is all that about? What a need there by the champion there. A springboard coup de draw. Oh my God, 1, 2. So close, but yet so far away here, ladies and gentlemen. And what a cutter, ladies and gentlemen. This is knee to the head there. David might go for that pin. Oh, that would have been a big upset here, ladies and gentlemen. Chris Douglas totally missed there, ladies and gentlemen. Is Brandon Alpha calling a shot here? Beautiful German suplex there. Get up, another coup de grace, ladies and gentlemen. That might just take the life out of Chris Douglas here. But yes, so far away. Wow. Vicious drop kick there by Brandon Alpha. God, he's trying to make this match quick here against Chris Douglas. Frustrated sitting in on Brandon Alpha, look like. I don't know. Going for that pin. 1, 2. Wow. Oh, I gotta say about this match. Wow, what a quick match. And it's the reason why he is our World Class Wrestling Champion, Brennenom. Alpha. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. We just got a statement from Aiden Storm here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go to breaking news here, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news here from Aiden Storm. Aiden Storm, why did you tag your tag team partner? Tell us, Aiden Storm. Well, Rasselton, the reason I tagged Devin Mike, he's the reason we lost the tag team titles. So I'm getting rid of the dead weight. Really? You're getting rid of the dead weight? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what Aiden Storm just told me, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Wow. What that's all about, ladies and gentlemen, I do not know what that's all about, but maybe Create Team might set up a matchup with them two down the road, but we're going to be checking on Devin Mike, see what kind of condition he is in medical, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. What a way to kick off this show, our first show of February, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, our first pay-per-view, our February pay-per-view will be February 20th, 21st, and 22nd, ladies and gentlemen. 3 nights, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll have lockdown matches for some of them titles, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to find out who will be in them lockdown matches. Starting on Wednesday show for the World Class Wrestling Men and Women Championship, ladies and gentlemen. I'm wondering what people are going to think about that. Who will the champion face? Who will come out of them championship matches and face the number one contenders in April, ladies and gentlemen. Because there will be no pay-per-view in March. It will be a load up to our big event in April, ladies and gentlemen. Tune in for that. But let's get ready to our next matchup here, ladies and gentlemen. We got Lashawna versus Blair. Heck in this one, ladies and gentlemen. They head to the arena for this one, ladies and gentlemen. Get rid of dead weight. Wow. And ladies and gentlemen, coming in the ring here, ladies and gentlemen. She is Lashawna. Will Alba just came by here, ladies and gentlemen. Our top man for creative here, ladies and gentlemen. Sit down beside me. Oh, crap. Alpha's freshman, ladies and gentlemen, just came in here. Brandon Alpha and rubbed the title in Will Alpha's face. Wow. And coming to the ring, her challenger, Blair. Heck. The crowd's rowdy here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. All I gotta say. Both women are ready to go in this match, ladies and gentlemen. This here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, I can't believe what Brennenom just told us here. Told us, ladies and gentlemen, we will get to that after this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Laid the leg to put in by Blair head on Lashawna. Wow. They're showing up WrestleMania signs. They should be showing up Stargate signs, man. That's what our big pay-per-view will be in April, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the chop coming in here. Working on the knee there of Lashawna by Blair head. Oh, what a drop there, ladies and gentlemen. What a drop there. And what is Blair head thinking here, ladies and gentlemen? And a whip. Oh, missed that chop. Man, there's a backhand. There by Blair head. Beautiful German suplex. Wow. Crowd going crazy here in the arena, ladies and gentlemen. Lashawna has been bust open here, ladies and gentlemen. What the mess going on here? Who's showing up here? Who is it?
Together, we're about to go to war. I just can't believe that you let me go. No, better get yourself together.
Oh, false alert here, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody's playing games here against Blair head. Lashawna get the victory here. 1, 2. And Lashawna almost pulled off with that distraction here, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Tell us, crowd. Tell us what you think about this match. Nice call by the referee. Rope break, whatever you want to call it. Yep, rope. Oh, right to the face here, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the grounding and pounding here, ladies and gentlemen. Uh-oh. Oh, look at the devious Blair heck here all over. Using the headbutt to Lashawna there. She might be out. Wow. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we got some conversation going between Will Alpha and Brennenom, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be hearing about that right after this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Wow, big news coming here, ladies and gentlemen. Elbow coming in here. And roll her over into a Boston Crab here. Oh, what a clothesline here, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes the pump handle. Slam by Blair Heck. Roller up for the pin. Referee's there. 1, 2, 3. There's your winner, ladies and gentlemen. Here's your replays from our second matchup here on our Tonight Show, ladies and gentlemen. And here's the winner, Blair Heck. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what amazing matchup here, ladies and gentlemen. But we got something coming in here we need to talk about here, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, Raston, I have something to say here. I defeated your sons. There is no competition whatsoever. There is none. I tapped Bill Brand out. I defeated Stan Brand. I told you and everybody. Here. I was the future taking the throne there. Well, Apple, what do you think about that? Well, there, Brand Apple, that's a lot of saying there, boy. I hate to call you a world-class wrestling champion, but, you know, it ekes me some that you are. Well, you got anything to say here, lady? Will, you got something to say to Brandon here? Yeah. Brandon, you know how tempting it is just to come out of retirement and whoop that ass, too. And from hell. But Brandon, you want a challenge? I'll call someone from GNW and you can deal with him at the pay-per-view. He will be the person to be added and he ain't even here yet. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, I just can't wait to see who Will Alpha is bringing in here. He got the pods. 2 pods are filled already, ladies and gentlemen, but the 10 men will be. We still got 10 men that are going to try to get in there to get the other 4 slots, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Who is this man coming in here, ladies and gentlemen? And I bet you Will Alpha is not going to tell us till we find out at the show, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. That's all I got to say about that one, ladies and gentlemen. Things are heating up already, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think Brandon Apple's too happy about it. I bet his mind's running through trying to figure out who it is, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. But, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting to our next women match here, ladies and gentlemen. We got Sophie Frost versus Adrian Valentine. I head to the arena for this one, ladies and gentlemen.
I face the fact that this make me alone. They wanna call me crazy, hope it's played me, count me out, and they don't know me lately. Down and out, maybe the hope is save me.
And coming to the ring, ladies and gentlemen, it is Sophie Frost, ladies and gentlemen. Who else just told me, ladies and gentlemen, that he hopes that the person he's bringing in here will win that lockdown match and take that title to Starrcade, not Brandon Alpha, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. We'll find out, ladies and gentlemen, at Starrcade. That will be the main event at Starcade on Sunday night, ladies and gentlemen.
Need me to get by, baby. Need me to get It's been a lot of days, lot of nights, no more coming, I don't count 'em. Keep it going cause I got 'em. It's 30 days.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the ring, ladies and gentlemen. She is Adrian Valentine, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's kind of funny, ladies and gentlemen. Brandon Apple just backed up and regrouped with his faction member after hearing that, and he's not too happy, ladies and gentlemen. He is totally pissed off.
Was my calling. Now you're a dead man walking.
Both women are ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. This is our last women matchup before our co-main event and main event here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And that is Sophi driving an elbow to the knee, trying to take some power. Oh, she landed that on Valentine Adrian here. Oh, she is ready here, ladies and gentlemen. What she got planned here? Droggy Valentine. Into a beautiful 450 corkscrew senton. I like that sign there, crowd. Show us that sign again, kid. Show it again, man. I like that. That's right, the best are here, ladies and gentlemen. The best are here. And just a 2 count, so close, but yet so far away. Oh, no, I can't watch this. She's biting fingers, really. Working on the leg there, ladies and gentlemen. And a whip. Over. And a roll up into a super kick. Don't get jealous. Yeah, show us, don't get jealous here right now. For the crowd said, don't get jealous. Oh, what a phenomenal elbow, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2. Ladies and gentlemen, we just seen the last of phenomenal AJ Styles in WWE. And what a submission holder by Sophie Frost. That's right, watch the girls here, ladies and gentlemen. Watch the girls here, wow. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're coming in here, don't forget you can catch the whole show at 6 p.m. Eastern Time on the Fight Channel, on our YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen. All the matches will be timestamped where you know where the matches are at, and you just want to watch them certain matches, ladies and gentlemen. Man, look at the kicks and educated feet by Sophie Frost. The crowd on their feet, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, what a Superman punch here, ladies and gentlemen. One for the pin, 1, 2. So close, but yes, so far away for the pin there, ladies and gentlemen. Got her up into the torture rack. 99 to Sophie Frost. And there's your winner, ladies and gentlemen, in this matchup here. And then your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Adrian Valentino. Well, crew, I'm wondering who this could be. Will Alpha be talking about? Is it Outlaws? He's easy to defeat. T-Rex? Now, that would be a problem with me, but no matter what it is, I will fight and show why I'm the world champion here of world-class wrestling. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, wow. Got that comment from Brandon Alpha. I don't know how we got that comment because there's no mics around. I mean, wow. Who could it be, ladies and gentlemen? I want to know, but we probably won't find out till the pay-per-view. You know how Will Alpha is. He like keeps stuff secret till it's time for the matchup, ladies and gentlemen. But, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready to get to our last non-title fight here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, one of our fan favorites here, ladies and gentlemen. He hasn't been doing too well, ladies and gentlemen. In my opinion, I think he should just retire like AJ Styles did from WWE last night, ladies and gentlemen. Just pass out, ladies and gentlemen. But I did not like how the referee did the call of the fight, ladies and gentlemen. He just raised a hand once. He just went like this and a hand fell. And then he called the fight on AJ. That is so wrong, ladies and gentlemen. But they get to the next match, ladies and gentlemen. We got Isaiah Omega versus the fan favorite here in World Class Wrestling, Sub-Zero. And come to the ring first, ladies and gentlemen. Here's Isaiah Omega.
Call me when you're back at home. I'm not sure what this feeling is. Let me know when you're feeling it. Everybody don't give a shit, but I hope you can live with this. Tell me something better before you get me out the door. You know that I hate this shit, don't wanna be annoyed. You just don't understand, you don't get it, baby. All this shit that you cost me just gonna kill me lately.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just heard Brandon Alpha in the back say, I will force the name out Will Alpha because I can't stand this. We can't stand it. And coming to the ring, ladies and gentlemen, former World Class Wrestling champion in his own right. He's a fan favorite here in World Class Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. He is Sub-Zero. Twerk that booty, twerk that booty. Oh, wait a minute, you guys didn't supposed to hear that. Why my mic hot for, production team? Both men are ready for this last non-title fight of the evening. Oh, what a puncher by Isaiah Omega. Such have been a clean break there, but it was not. Beautiful suplex, ladies and gentlemen. Keep showing them signs out in the crowd here. Beautiful springboard. Poison Corona. Isaiah Omega landed hard on his head, ladies and gentlemen. Double knees. Uh-oh. Tooting along here, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful maneuver there by Sub-Zero, ladies and gentlemen. But now, Will, what do you guys say? While the person has his agent look at the contract and he signed it and he will debut at Lockdown for brand new title. I would say this, he shouldn't have rubbed that title in my face. True on that, Will Alpha. He shouldn't let his ego. Wait a minute, got a pin here. Just a 2 count by Sub-Zero, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, he shouldn't let his ego get in the way of being a true champion, Will. I really do believe that. But look at Sub-Zero here, ladies and gentlemen. Showing why he should not retire yet. So close, but yet so far away. Wow. I just can't wait to see who it is at the pay-per-view. But we will find out who the other 4 men in that, ladies and gentlemen. Starting this Wednesday night with our first, will be 2 of them that night. We'll find out. Oh my God, no way! Wow, what a victory here. And here's some replays from this matchup here, ladies and gentlemen. And here's your winner, ladies and gentlemen, the fan favorite here in World Class Wrestling, Sub-Zero.
They do wait, no, it's a gift. I can go from poor to rich if you figure out the switch to get to the top of it. I don't know, I don't care. I'm pulling out my fucking hair.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, what a surprising win there by dang on Sub-Zero here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. What now, Will Alpha? All you gonna say, he is 7 feet tall. Wow. Wow. Big old monster. Oof. But ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready to get to our co-main event. And main event here, ladies and gentlemen, for the Women's YouTube Championship and the Men's Championship, ladies and gentlemen. Can anybody take this title away from Tammy Thunder? I think Jakara Jackson says she is going to take it away from her tonight, ladies and gentlemen. But we'll find out, ladies and gentlemen. We got to thank our local bars for having us here on World Class Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen, here on Twitch and our YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. To this championship matchup. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the co-main event here at World Class Wrestling for this Sunday evening show, ladies and gentlemen. This is for the Women's World Class Wrestling YouTube Championship. The challenger coming to the ring, ladies and gentlemen. A former NXT star, Jakara Jackson.
I'm always confused to come and visit. It's like all your doubts are just fused inside my vision. Only here to make her feel so alive. I throw the pain she felt on me on my mind. Never show her my heart. You never throw out the blanks. She gon' tear you to pieces. It's hard to explain. You was broke on the inside. Lately ain't been right, fading. Guess you need me to get by, baby. Need me to get by, baby. days like the nights, I'm gonna come and I don't count 'em. Keep it going cause I gotta. It's 30 days in a month, 30 more, I ain't idle. And it's steam by body. Like 20 drinks that'll call me over. I feel it more when I'm drunk than sober. I feel it more.
And coming to the ring, ladies and gentlemen, she's a double champion, one half of the World Class Wrestling Women's Champion, and our Women YouTube Champion, Jakara Jackson. Excuse me, Tammy Thunder. Jakara Jackson already in the ring. Oh my God, I can't believe I messed up like that. There's some glitches going on here, ladies and gentlemen, with this taping of this show. And that's the title they're fighting for here tonight, the Women YouTube Championship. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, the challenger in this championship fight in the co-main event here on Sunday Night Nitro is Jakara Jackson. And our champion, Tammy Thunder. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this championship match is ready to go here, ladies and gentlemen. Both women are ready to go. A referee is ready to go. And bell is rung. Beautiful cartwheel elbow there by the champion. Wow. Crowd's rowdy here, ladies and gentlemen, for this co-main event here. They're on their feet here for this championship matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Back and forth these two women go here. Wow. That's right, the best are here, ladies and gentlemen, here in World Class Wrestling. Kick to the midsection. Whoop. And a flapjack. Oh, what a leg drop. And a kick to the lower back here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, what a kick. And over the top rope. She landed hard there, ladies and gentlemen. Landed hard there. And a tie-up here, ladies and gentlemen. What a tie-up here. Oh, punch coming in there by Jakara Jackson. It don't look good for the champion. She's just been Jacksonized there, ladies and gentlemen. Just a 2 count. Crowd, that's not a 3. That was only a 2. What now? What Aiden Storm doing in the back? He's attacking the Intercontinental Champion again and demanding him? Demanding what? Oh, I need to know there are people in the back. Tell me what's going on back there. But there is a champion with a drop kick here, ladies and gentlemen. And a whoop. Oh, watch out, ref. Watch out, referee. Oh. Oh. I think Eddie Storm just went off the hook after losing a tag team title. 1, 2. Pin kick out. So close, but so far away for a new champion here, ladies and gentlemen. Is Jakara Jackson the one to dethrone the woman champion here, ladies and gentlemen? Oh! The crowd is booing here on Jakara Jackson. Tammy Thunder back up. Oh, shoulder block there by the challenger. Uh-oh. Oh, ouch. That's a hard way to bring somebody out. What now? Aiden Storm's back there shouting at Taylor Knight. I want a shot at that title. You said you're a fighting champion? Tell me, Taylor, tell me. Okay. Throwing him back in the ring, ladies and gentlemen. Tammy Thunder, little sway there. Wow. Uh-oh, don't look good for Jakara Jackson, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to pin. 1, 2. Pin kick out here, ladies and gentlemen. What a co-main event here, ladies and gentlemen. Don't look, oh, shoulder breaker. Oh, punch. Takedown. Over that pin, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we do have comments from the Intercontinental Champion, Taylor Knight. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll get to that right after this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. He did respond to Aiden Storm's comments. Body press, ladies and gentlemen. Kicking ahead there, ladies and gentlemen. High wrist drop kick there by dang on Tammy Thunder, but did connect, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God. Fighting back by Jakara Jackson, ladies and gentlemen. And what a cutter by Jakara Jackson. But she must get her back in the ring before a 10 count, ladies and gentlemen, or she will not win the title. A count out will go to the champion. Up to a 6 count, Jakara. Now she rolls in here, ladies and gentlemen, at 8. You better stop the counting, Jakara Jackson. And your winner, the challenger here, Jakara Jackson. Here's our replay from our code, a main event here on Sunday Night Nitro. And ladies and gentlemen, your winner and still not champion, Jakara Jackson.
And this world's fucking crazy. Man, what's been going on lately? Is this good? You're amazing.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, in my opinion, I did not like how that match ended, ladies and gentlemen. We should have found out if Jakara Jackson would have been the champion. But she get the victory anyways over the champion. But what will Creative Team think, ladies and gentlemen? We might find out before we leave the show, ladies and gentlemen. Tune in for that. But before we get to ladies and gentlemen, we got some breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. This is a response by Taylor Knight to Aiden Storm that attacked the champion in the back, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I think, what I'll do. I'll talk to Will Alpha, and I have no problem taking down a piece of crap like you, Aiden Storm. And for the record, I think Devin was the better one out of you two. I'm going to Will Alpha. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Taylor Knight just showed up and talking over here to Will Alpha. You know something, Taylor Knight? What you going to ask? And I love a fighting champion. So you got him at the pay-per-view at the end of the month. Yeah, I think so. They're going to be good. Good there. Let's take it back to Wrestleton and get ready for our main event here tonight. I think there Will Alpha for that, ladies and gentlemen. We got another match set up for the pay-per-view, ladies and gentlemen. The name will be announced next week. What will be the match? The big matches will be our lockdown matches. That's in a chamber where 4 people in the chamber, and 2 will start off the match for the World Class Wrestling, men and women, and who will get in there. We'll find out, ladies and gentlemen. We only got 4 openings for the men and 5 for the women, ladies and gentlemen. Tune in for that. That will start on Wednesday to find out who's going to be getting into that, ladies and gentlemen. And also, we got some update about the Women's YouTube Championship for next week, ladies and gentlemen. After what we saw at the main event. What time is it now? It's main event time here at World Class Wrestling Nitro. Sunday night edition.
Face down, I crawl, consumed by it all. Deafening silence surrounding me. I don't belong here, and I'm not the same here.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event here at World Class Wrestling Nitro Sunday edition, ladies and gentlemen. For the men YouTube title. And come to the ring, ladies and gentlemen, he is the President of the United States. The 45th and 47th President, ladies and gentlemen. Just believe in him. He is Donald J. Trump, ladies and gentlemen.
I can't stop it, I don't trust this, is this how I fall? It's getting harder to feel at all. And I don't belong here, and I'm not the same here. Led to believe nobody's there for me. And I am who I am, never stops, never ends. I am the architect of my destruction within. I am not what I seem. I am the answer. But I hope you can live with it.
And he's the men YouTube champion here in World Class Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. Brennenom. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the last 2 men had held this title, had not defended the title for the first time, ladies and gentlemen. Will the trend go on here tonight? Will Brennenom break that streak and retain his title here tonight, ladies and gentlemen? Here on Wednesday, World Class Wrestling Night Thunder.
Guess you don't. What the fuck are you talking about? Who you speaking on the phone to? I've been calling and calling, still get your ass a phone. Call me when you're back at home. I'm not sure what this feeling is. Let me know when you're feeling it. Let me know. And you probably don't give a shit, but I hope you can live with this. Tell me something better before you get me out the door. And you know that I hate this shit, don't wanna be more. You just don't understand, you get it, baby. All this shit that you caused me just gonna kill me lately. Yeah. No, it's better beforehand.
And that's the title to fight for here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. The YouTube title. Ladies and gentlemen, the challenger in this matchup is the President of the United States, 45th and the 47th. He is Donald J. Trump, ladies and gentlemen. And the champion, Brennenom. Both men are ready to go here, ladies and gentlemen. Referee's ready, and the bell is running for the main event here, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the champion trying to take the president down here. Oh, knee to the lower back by the president there. I mean, the president want to take this back to the White House, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the push-ups, really. Oh my God, the president is on a roll here, ladies and gentlemen. And just a 2 count, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe the streak might go on. See, nobody can defend this YouTube title for the first time. They can win it, but they can't defend it. Wow. Nigga Donald Trump, he's feeling it. Oh, wow. Oh, what a slam. He is feeling it, ladies and gentlemen. The 79-year-old president here. Wow. And the hair looks so good on Donald Trump. Don't you think, ladies and gentlemen, the hair of Donald Trump? My God. It don't even move. He got so much hairspray in it, it's not even funny. Oh, the president slam there. And a punch here, ladies and gentlemen. And a punch. Oh, to the back. Brennenom whoop. And a beautiful slam. Got the president up, ladies and gentlemen. And don't look good for President Trump. Double axe handle. Oh, he might be finishing off the president here, ladies and gentlemen. This show might be over in the match there. Uh-oh. That could be it. Donald ain't gonna kick out of this. Here's some replays from this great main event here, World Class Stretch, ladies and gentlemen. And still, your champion, Brennenom. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Brennenom did stop the streak, ladies and gentlemen. He did defend his title, ladies and gentlemen. And we just found out who his first competitor will be next week, ladies and gentlemen. That will be the co-main event. The Men U2 title, ladies and gentlemen, will be Drebin Mike. Wonder what Aiden Storm going to think about that. That his former tag team partner that he beat up earlier tonight, ladies and gentlemen, get that fight. I guess he don't care because he got a title shot for Taylor Knight at the pay-per-view, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have the name for the pay-per-view next week, ladies and gentlemen. It won't be called Lockdown this year. We won't have lockdown matches. We'll have an official good name for that, ladies and gentlemen. Also, for the Women U2 title, that's right, we're going to, you guys don't know what that is, rewind it, redo it again at the main event next week. No falls count either way, ladies and gentlemen. For the Women U2 title, Jakara Jackson could pull off, ladies and gentlemen, against Tammy Thunder, ladies and gentlemen. Tune in for that one, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, what a show here, ladies and gentlemen. We have some crazy stuff. You miss any part of the show, ladies and gentlemen, you can watch it on our YouTube channel, The Fight Channel, at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Or anytime after that, will be all time stamp on our YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen. That's where all our archives live, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you enjoy this great Sunday night first show of February, ladies and gentlemen. 2 more to go before we get to our pay-per-view on February 20th, 21st, and 23rd, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, we do 3 nights here on our pay-per-view, ladies and gentlemen. This spread out our championship 5 matches each night, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming to watch this great show here today, ladies and gentlemen. See you on the next one. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen.